Hello and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the brand new album, Violence Unimagined, their 15th album from death metal pioneering legends Cannibal Corpse. Absolutely household name in the metal world. Disgusting artwork as usual, however, any fan will know that's not the worst stuff they've come up with. Looking pretty disgusting on the inside as well. Let's take a look at this horrific booklet as well. We've got more grossness. Ugh. It's actually a pretty neat little booklet that you get here on this one. So little bits of artwork to suit the themes, and of course there's the guys there. And you may notice a different face in the band now. Eric Rutan, Hate Eternal mastermind there, joined the fold back in 2020. Yeah, I think so. Not only is he guitarist in the band now, he also produced, mixed and mastered and blah blah blah. Did a lot behind the decks, in other words. Did a fine job on this album. Fantastically crisp production, enormous sound. So Eric, although don't panic, Cannibal haven't started sounding exactly like Hate Eternal or anything like that. He does a fine job. This is, as I mentioned, the sound there. You put this on, and within about 2 seconds, you know this is Cannibal Corpse. They have such an instantly recognisable sound, and they have for years, of course, but as soon as it starts playing, you know it's Cannibal Corpse. Just like George Fisher's Corpse Grinders, immediately recognisable vocals, sounds exactly as he always does. A true maestro at the art of growling. Anyway, yeah, the album, Violence Unimagined. Brutal sounding, and it is absolutely furious. It is just a start to finish assault on the ears. It is fast and it is heavy. It is crammed full of enormous, crunchy riffs. It's a very intricate album. There's lots of intricate little bits, time changes, a solo thrown in there. Suddenly the pace mixes up a bit, but it's not overly technical. Don't be worried if you're not a fan of tech death or prog death, deadly progressive. I don't know if that's a thing, but hey, it's not quite that fiddly. You know, it's got enough headbang, windmill worthy riffs. You know, it's enjoyable, not too much of a challenge, although it is frickin' heavy. So, as I say, classic Cannibal Corpse sound. Don't expect anything too different. They've been doing this for a long time, 15 albums. It does follow on very neatly from the previous, probably 4 albums since sort of Evisceration Plague time. Absolutely formidable. I personally am thinking that in my ranking of the Cannibal Corpse albums, this one is going to start reaching pretty high up. I've been listening to it since I got it, and it just blows you away. It's just merciless. Take a look at the track list there. Opening track, Murderous Rampage. Absolutely furious. It's so fast and heavy. I think one of the things I really appreciate about Cannibal Corpse, and it's one of their traits. You notice it album to album, with the slight exception of Skeletal Domain with High Velocity Impact Splatter, the very beginning bit. They don't bother with intros. That song, High Velocity Impact Splatter, that had a slightly slow build, as close as they ever came to an intro in recent times. Anyway, no point. Straight in, Murderous Rampage, battering you around the face with pure death metal. It's so good. It's so good. I'm just looking at this track list now, and it's like one track just leads straight into the next, barbaric. The riffs on Necrogenic Resurrection, good old death metal tongue twister there. Huge, savage, slow riff. Absolutely thundering. The whole album is just crammed with riffs. The drumming is insane. Paul does an absolutely formidable job. I don't know how the guys keep up with him, to be honest. He is just all over the place. There's blast beats, there's pummeling double bass. Jesus Christ, it's all over the place. Alex, very, very prominent bass tone. Always has. I guess he is to death metal what Steve Harris is to heavy metal, Nwabum. All do a brilliant job, and it is so well produced. Like I say, it just sounds enormous. Let's take a look at some of the tracks. I'm not going to go through every single one of the tracks because, like I say, it just flows. The whole album flows really seamlessly, really beautifully. It's just over 40 minutes, I think, off the top of my head, and it is just one death metal punch in the face after the other, which is exactly what you want when you're listening to Cannibal Corpse. And if you didn't expect that, I think you listened to the wrong band. What have I scribbled down as Inhumane Harvest, the third track on the album? One of my favourites. It's a very intricate number, like I say, but it has absolutely titanic riffs. Huge, grooving, crunchy riffs, and you just want to run around headbanging, windmilling, and going absolutely mental death metal worship style. Condemnation, Contagion, God, rolls off the tongue. Again, these absolutely massive riffs. That number in particular has a pretty cool sort of almost like blackened death metal vibe on one of the riffs, and it's quite cool. It stands out. It's something a little bit different, which you get a lot of very different little ingredients thrown in to the mix on this album. It's not just the same recycled riff. There's a lot more dynamicism. That is a word. I think I've used that before. Yeah. To the overall sound. It's got enough different interesting little bits to it. It keeps you on your toes. Surround, Kill, Devour, as close, certainly to mind, as Cannibal Corpse have ever come to a sing-along chorus. Obviously we've got Kill or Become, but this is the memorable chorus of the album. Really great number, really groovy, really fist-pumping stuff. Death metal done great. Absolutely. Standout track for me is an absolute rager, Slowly Sawn. It's a slower paced track, see it down there? Slower paced track, but the riffs are just huge. Absolutely huge, colossal. It's almost got this sort of stalking build to the music, and it really is an absolute fury of just Cannibal Corpse death metal brilliance. It really is. Ritual Annihilation was another one that really stands out for me. A track with all you need: blast beats, thrashing, colossal riffs, some awesome soloing. You know, it's a lot of really incredible face melting soloing going on in here. They're all over it. Yeah, I mean, right the way through. Follow the Blood, again, massive, colossal, raging track. Over Torture, and the closing track, Cerements of the Flayed. Again, if you like the stuff that we've heard on the more recent albums, Red Before Black and Torture, I'm thinking mainly, you're gonna love some of the stuff on here. This is not going to disappoint. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What else can you say? Death metal, Cannibal Corpse, keeping it real. Of course, I'm going to do a full review on the blog page, No Nonsense Metal Reviews. So go through proper breakdown of the tracks there, of course. Give it a good overall. But if you're a fan of the band, you're going to love it. If you're a fan of death metal, you're going to love it. If you're just getting into the band, you're going to love it. It's a freaking great album. Absolutely. So yeah, thanks for watching. Check back for the full review soon.